Here it is, finally delivery day. 4.5 years later. We're finally here. Cool. So you're getting the first look at it with us. We haven't walked the truck yet, so we're gonna check it out. Got the wifey here with me, and we're gonna go through it. Let's check it out. So I do see a little something here. It looks like a little scratch. Looks like something might have to be buffed out there, but we're gonna go through it and see.
Here too. This is like probably some stickers or something.
Come over, yeah, because I'd like you to get close when we're see. Here's a little something we see, you know, in case we need to show them. Maybe they can buff that out. I'm not sure if it even really matters, but we're checking it out. How's the panel gaps, right? That's what they say. This one's.
I watched him open his and close it automatically.
This one's a little bit tighter, but not too bad.
Sure is. I'm just looking at the sides just to kind of see scratches. I'm just looking here, kind of what these things are, because I see that right there. Oh, that glass. Definitely you can see in the glass, but it looks pretty cool.
Let's take a look inside. Go ahead, you guys take the first look with the camera. The stainless steel is going to get scratches on it. I think that's just something you're going to have to deal with, because I see little things everywhere, and that's normal.
The tonneau cover, wow. That's really nice.
So, oh, there's that new smell. Ooh, that's nice. That's nice. Let's take a look at the back. Open that up for you. Let's see, the door should swing all the way, and look at that, it sure does. Yeah. Look at those back seats. Does that look nice? That looks nice, huh? Everything looks really good.
I think those are for maybe attachments or something. I don't know. Your dad would know right away.
What's this? Oh, the cup. Isn't that neat? This like divider's kind of at an angle, isn't it? It's different, huh? Than you've seen in anything else.
Yeah, I'm just looking. Hold on. Almost done on the outside. Just looking for major stuff on the outside right away. I don't see anything major. Anything that's seriously worrying to me at the moment.
Here's the controls for the tonneau cover.
Okay, see the charger. Oh, that was nice and smooth. There's a little bug saying hello. Nice.
Nice. Wow. It's both sides are like that. Sharp. Looks sharp. So I'm not familiar how to open this. So I have to ask Grant. No, do you know? Oh, that's how you open it?
Hold on, guys. For the first time, you ready?
The controls.
Okay, here's the controls. Looks like tailgate, and then what's that? That'd be open and closed, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's try it. Ooh, it's nice and smooth. Look at that. All right. Let's do the tailgate. Watch out your butt right here on this.
Careful, I'll pick the tailgate on that.
Yeah, look at that. And then here is the vault. Got some stuff in here. Looks like a license plate for the front. They're giving you your configuration report, and look, it has a mobile connector. Let's see which one it comes with. I didn't know it come with one.
Oh, look at that. That's really cool. I gotta take a picture of that.
This must be the little portable one, right?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, let's take a look. What?
It's dropping down.
Oh yeah.
See me?
Yeah, we'll get to do that too. I haven't tried that yet. Ooh, look at that. Fancy. Let's open it up.
Oh, they're back. They went and took the first spin.
Nice. Oh yeah, this is the standard, you know, portable one you can plug in. Let's see, it comes with your standard NEMA 1450 adapter. And they're nice enough to give you the 120 outlet in case you need to trickle charge. So that's nice. I didn't know they were sending these. I thought they discontinued these, but looks like you get it with the Cybertruck.
Go ahead and go on up front. Look at all the room up there.
The vault is nice and deep. It's got some dividers in there. See that? Cool. All right, and this should close. Like when you come up, look at right here when you get it. Pulls in. That's nice, huh? Let's take a look around in here. How's everything looking? Lights are good. It looks really nice in here. All right. So it's that button right there.
This is how you open it. Nice. Oh, that's really nice.
Cybertruck. My first seat? Oh, look, my first feel of the wheel. That is nice. You got your little charger for your phone here. Wow, screen is big. You can be coming from a Model Y. Definitely can see the difference there. I'm gonna get a little comfortable here.
And wow, look at the toe. Look at those. I like how those are there too. Those are nice.
There's a camera.
Oh, yeah. Cheese.
Yeah. So I don't think it's
So there's multiple buttons.
size and weight.
You get stuck in there, it looks like you can push that button inside, right?
Yeah, the puny little mirror though, but this will come in handy for like checking on the dog and stuff in the back seat. Look at this. Folds down. So you get even more, and then it's magnetic.
Damn.
Nice. Yeah, we waited 4.5 years for this moment.
Yeah,
There's
been
a
on the list that long.
long time. We ordered during the live announcement.
Do you get to take it home today?
Oh yeah, I'm taking it home today.
So have you driven it?
No, this is the first time I've experienced one. Yeah,
Crazy.
I bet they drive nice.
They should.
yeah. So we're gonna find out. We're just going through it and checking it out for the first time.
Just checking in.
Yeah.
Just making sure everything's okay.
Everything's good so far.
All right, cool. I don't mean to rush.
No. Well, I guess there was just a question of, I know it's stainless steel and they're gonna have some things, but I didn't know if that's something that's can be addressed or.
Yeah, we wouldn't fix that.
these,
Yeah,
so-
no.
No?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's because literally it's stainless
Stainless
steel.
steel.
That is
Okay.
literally it.
Yeah, it's totally different. I get it.
That's a solid question.
Yeah.
Solid question.
Okay.
I don't mean to rush you.
Okay.
Of course. Feel free. Take your time.
Okay, we won't be too much longer. Thank you.
Great. Okay. All right. So I think it's really nice. I hope y'all do too.
So look at these tires. Wow, they're big. Let's see how tall that is. I'm 6'1", and they're right up to about here on me. So a few inches below the hips.
If you need to get out, just pull that off.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's nice to know. I'm a little blonde, you never know. No, just kidding. I don't think I'd ever lock myself in.
All right, let's try the other doors. So just push anywhere. Nice. Go ahead and look at, pull those out. Take a closer look at what those are.
Oh, that's bad.
So what's one of them? Let's pull it out and take a look. What do we got here? This is a case.
Cover for one of these.
Sunshade. Comes with the
There's two of them.
comes with the sunshades. That's great. There it is. Look at that.
What?
So lift up on this one. I pull on that. Does that release? Yeah. Locks in. There you go.
Yes.
Look, it's built in. I didn't see that on the
pull
other
it
ones.
down like a,
See it? It's built
it's like
in.
a lawnmower. You gotta rev it up.
Right? Look at that. So I will have to order the storage for down here. It did not come with that, so I do want that. So you got your brand new screen in the back. Try touching it, see if it'll light up. Oh yeah, there you go.
What features does it have?
Tap the power fan. Use it.
You watch YouTube,
Netflix. Watch the seat.
Oh yeah, you can move it from the back in case you need more leg room.
Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. You don't smack it on your the display or anything. That's like,
Right.
and then look at this under here.
Call this the snorkel. Oh,
I didn't realize it had all this storage.
Let's see if we have the fix for the pedal at your feet.
The fix for the pedal.
Yeah, there
Yep.
it is. That's the
They
fix
fixed it.
for the pedal. They put a little rivet in there to keep the pedal from lifting up.
Wow.
That's a nice steering wheel. Has the Cybertruck logo.
Here it is. My first seat in the front of the Cybertruck. Hey, that's not too bad. This is kind of like a little back foam rest for your back. Oh, here's where you put your washer fluid in. Watch your head on these. That's why they put these little foams on the side.
I was a little concerned about the steering wheel, but I don't know why. It seems very comfortable. It doesn't seem... I actually like it being smaller like that.
I didn't really see anything, did you? And they said that this is normal, that this is just stainless steel. And so when you do the wrap, none of this matters anyway, but I kind of like the idea of not having to stress over, like when we had the Model Y, we had little paint chips already missing, right? And we were already stressing about it. And this, it's like, makes every truck unique, makes every truck different, and you don't even have to stress about it. This looks good. This looks good. This looks tight here. I like that. And I didn't know this was a full piece. There's no seam here.
Right, I noticed that.
See that? See, that's a full. Let's roll this window down. Look at that. They stick up like that. You can. That's very solid. Look how thick this is. Get a side view of how double pane. I don't know if you see how thick that is.
Wow, I'm just kind of amazed at how much space this has.
Lumbar. There's lumbar right here.
Yeah, it's looking really good. I don't see really anything. It's very nice. All the gaps are good and
No
tight.
scratches, nothing. What is this? To open the door?
Yeah. So let's
What if
show.
I click it? Does it close it?
No, it doesn't close automatically. So go ahead and try it. Then you can grab here and open it. Yep.
It opens all the way.
90 degrees. Yep.
Dude, that's
Okay.
nice.
Well, I think I'm gonna go take delivery of it. This is looking really good. Did you see anything?
Nothing major. It's just like touch marks.
Those
It's
don't
just-
matter. And she said stainless steel. It's gonna have marks, and they're not gonna do anything about it. That's just what it
Right,
is.
right. There you go.
Ooh, it's like a tank, dude. The way it closes, it's intense. All right, we're gonna take delivery. They gave it to us with 82% power. Gonna get used to the new shifter. There's one up here too. Looks solid. I know people have had issues with it falling. We'll keep an eye on that. But yeah, this is neat.
People are saying it's sharp, but it's not really.
I didn't find anything sharp. All right, I'm ready. I'm really ready to go
Look
take
on-
delivery.
What is that? Is that the camera
I have to
view?
get my refrigerator
Where?
cleaner out to
Yes.
make sure
This?
don't leave
Yeah.
fingerprints on
What does that
the
do?
car.
Oh.
Yeah, brings up all the
There's
cameras.
the front camera.
Yeah, look how clear that is. Things look good. The speaker grills look good. Everything's in there. Wow, I really like how they designed the bottom of the seats, the way that they look. Let me roll down these windows. Oh, look, all the way down the windows go. That's good for people in the back.
Does it have a child lock too?
Yes, it has child lock. Yeah,
All right, should I say does it have a gizzo lock?
it's looking good.
Pull out?
Wow, they're like tank doors, dude. They're so heavy. All right, cool. Well, I'm excited.
So far,
Really good.
less things that we noticed on pickup than our Model 3 and our Model Y.
Yeah,
Model
less.
Y was scratched.
Yeah, definitely.
There was, I mean, this is,
Yeah,
steel, but it definitely, it was in better shape.
Yeah, this is definitely better shape than the Model 3 or the Model Y that we've had. All right. Okay, I'm used to this. Model Y, right?
Yeah.
Let's do this.
There's also this.
Here we go. My first push on the pedal. Oh, it's stiff.
Here we go.
Oh, wow, look at this. Don't hit that metal, right? Wow, look at the steering in the back. That's so cool. The wheels turn in the back. Wow. How fun. What a tank. Woo.
Sounds cool. Even on the road. Can we... Oh, it's already on auto. Let's turn it down a little bit.
Got it on auto. Wow. I've got butterflies. This is intense. First time driving Cybertruck. Is the tonneau cover closed?
Yep.
Okay. It's very touchy. You do got to
See
get
that?
used to that. Yep.
Alright.
That's your rear view mirror.
Turning so many heads.
Wow, you can feel it really is touchy, the steering.
Yeah.
Like steer for a second.
Oh, wow.
See?
Just barely moving it. You're like,
Yeah, you get a lot of movement. Oh, I got a rattle. I hear one.
yeah, I hear that too.
We
On a
do
normal
have a
road,
rattle
though.
in the back. Let's figure out what that is. So we did get a rattle right away. Unfortunately, hope it works its way out.
Maybe we just need to go over a few bumps and knock it back into place.
Right? It's telling me to go left here.
Wow, we're turning so many heads. That's funny.
Your motors are a lot louder than the Model Ys and 3s. Like the woo, the whine.
Yeah, I heard that.
Where's our mirrors? I need to move this.
These seats feel nice.
Yeah, they're not bad.
Does it have... It has lumbar, yeah?
Yeah, they roll up and down.
I'm surprised the passenger seats do.
Yeah, and it has cooling seats too.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's cool. Cool turn signals. I like how they're on the steering
Light
wheel.
turns off. Turn signal. See?
This white accent on the black looks really good. The mirrors are bigger than I thought.
Yeah, the mirrors are massive.
The camera quality is way better than
This
on the other
lady's
ones.
filming us right now.
Yeah, that's so cool. That just makes me happy.
All right.
People find it impressive. Everyone's whipping out their phone. It's writing really nice. I like how it's like
very
really smooth.
Wow. Feel
Like
that?
the way it went over those.
Oh yeah.
If we were in white shorts, boom. Tells you our ride height. We're 5'11" feet tall. Really? We're almost 6 feet tall. 10 inches of ground clearance.
Oh, it tells you your overall height. That's cool.
I don't get all the hate with people saying there was so many like odd panel gaps. There's none on this truck.
No.
And none on all the ones I've seen. So
And the concern is that weird little noise I'm hearing. But like I said, all that's under warranty.
it also could just be how it sounds.
Yeah, but
To like warn.
But see, I want to talk about this in the videos.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so about 35 to 40, we hear a little zit, 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 and then it goes away. So any other Cybertruck owners out there, do you have that sound? If not, of course we'll be taking it back. But you know, Tesla's so great on service. I've been very impressed. Now GM has been amazing, but I'd say Tesla's better. First, one, because you can schedule the entire thing on the app, right? And you can set everything up, and if it's something small, they're actually going to come to your home and they're going to take care of it. GM's not doing that.
And they drive all the way up the mountain.
Yep, drive all the way up to my house. And then the other thing, what was the other thing? Oh, parts are cheap on Teslas. Like they don't charge you an arm and a leg, you know, to have things fixed. So that's really good too. I really like.
I have a good amount of headroom for being
You do
6'3".
Yeah, like.
I mean,
Plenty.
let me sit up all the way. I still have
You're
that
so
much
good.
room. It's just about the same on the Duramax.
Yeah, it's about the same.
Uh-huh. These seats are way more comfortable than the Duramax, that's for sure. I like these.
Yeah, they're nice.
My butt doesn't hurt.
Wheels nice. This doesn't bother me. Like some of them will dig into your legs, you know. Like
Yeah.
the Model 3 was bad. Like it was always hitting me here. My knees were way up in the air because we're so small. But now that we're up in the air, getting the steering is very touchy. But I feel like I've already gotten used to it. Like anybody who's like, oh, I don't know about getting used to it. Don't worry about that. It's not hard to get used to.
Yeah.
At some point, we're gonna open this truck up. We'll see
Hopefully
how much
before I get out.
Fast it. Yeah, maybe we can do that here on First Street. We'll see what we got here.
It's so
Very
smooth.
like Cadillac smooth. Like no vehicle I've ever owned has been this smooth.
And we're not in comfort mode.
I think we are in comfort mode.
Oh, really?
We just customized it. We're at higher ride heights while driving.
We're in medium ride height.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But I think it changes based on what you pick for like higher or lower.
I'm super impressed.
The truck does only have how many miles on it? How do we do this? It's like this.
Isn't
What can
it?
you do? There you go. We have
11.
miles on the odometer. We're going to turn left here. Get
Uh-huh.
used to turn signals. I'm already getting used to that.
Those back wheels, like, you can always see them turn a slight amount. It's
Regen is pretty similar to the Model Y. Honestly, I almost felt like it was a little less than the Model Y, but I can imagine with the weight of this truck that there would feel a little less regen.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what this does. Let me get over a little bit.
Oh. For a truck? Wow.
Nice sound too when it took off. That was pretty nice.
Smoothest vehicle I've ever been in. Turning so many heads. I can't get over that.
Love it or hate it, they're looking at it, right?
Mm-hmm. This thing just looks like a tank. Like,
Yeah.
I've
So
never
that's my only two concerns right off the bat is that whiny little sound and the rattle.
But that's it.
Every
This charges my phone pretty good. It was at 50, now it's at 76.
Is this regen? Oh no, that's when it's ready for its
Autopilot.
well, it's not gonna be
Or
autopilot. It's
cruise.
gonna be some sort of like
No, those are the hazards.
Yeah.
So, truck is so nice. No circles is really unique. There's not a single circle in
I
this
guess
entire
I
truck.
didn't really realize that. Nice,
Except for this.
nice turn signal.
This is the only thing. I like these headrests. I like the white stitching on the. I like the grayish stitching. It's pretty nice. That would be amazing for road trips, because like in the Model 3 when we go to Michigan, kind of just sit there on your phone. But then you got a little iPad back there.
Yeah, that's my only complaint right now is just that sound. It doesn't sound good.
You don't hear it with music too,
No, but
still.
you know, it should be a nice. I don't hear it in any other Tesla I've ever heard that sound. That's why I'm like,
The screen seems a little bit longer.
it is longer.
Yeah.
It's 18 inches.
Leaving Wellington here. I did have one glitch and I didn't get to record it, but I was trying to answer the phone on the screen and it would not answer. So I'm not sure what that is. That's the only software glitch I've seen since I've driven this. And we're at 67% battery. Started at 82% at the dealership, and now we're taking our 45-minute drive home. So we'll navigate that here. 43 minutes, total of 31 miles. I love the sound of these motors. They're so cool. Wow, really neat sounding. So just wanted to share some of my first impressions with the truck. You feel the tires. Okay, so I'm coming from a Model Y, Model 3. Obviously, these are more aggressive tires. They're huge. They're very impressive. I do feel like a grumble, if you will, like kind of like in my butt, really. Just this like little grumble going on. So I do got that one rattle back there, and it's pretty consistent. It's all the time. May be able to hear it, I'm not sure, but I'm gonna have I'm gonna have to sit back there and see if I can figure that out. And my only other concern is that noise, the zit noise, versus it just being the sound of the regen. Steer by wire, first time ever, right? I'm already used to it. It didn't take but a couple hours, if that, and I'm already used to it. No problem, no big deal at all. Yeah, you get the head shakes from people who don't really like it, but they're sneaking a photo as you leave, right? But there's so many people who are so excited about it. It just makes them smile so big. And you know, for all the haters out there and all the people who want to say, you know, that's such an ugly truck, that's the ugliest thing in the world. Well, is your new truck making everybody smile? You know, 90%, if not more, of the people I drive by are like, you know, lit up, smiling, pointing. You know what? That's great, right? Like, it's so different that human nature is going to make you freak out. You don't have anything to compare it to. So you're going to freak out. It's going to be like this. How do I judge this moment, right? Because you have nothing to compare it to. I am thrilled. I absolutely love it. I love that Elon's forward thinking and the Tesla team's forward thinking. I think this is amazing. Absolutely incredible truck. And I love the simplicity of it. I thought, you know, I'm coming from a Duramax AT4, right? I'm coming from that. So I'm used to switches and uplifter switches and all these things going on, but everything I need is right here. And yeah, you got to get used to it, right? You got to get familiar with where, oh, this is so nice the way it rides over bumps. You're going to have to get familiar with it, but once it's there, it's all right here. It simplifies. There's less to go wrong. There's less buttons that can malfunction, right? Everything's here. And then, of course, you could say, well, if the screen goes blank, what do you do, right? Well, you can hold these down, these two joysticks on the steering wheel. That will reset it. And if that doesn't work, you can still drive the truck. You've got controls up here in the top for park, drive, reverse, so you can get to where you need to go and get things fixed. But I can tell you, I've had a Model 3 and a Model Y for years, and never had really an issue. Now, I've had to reboot the computer while driving. And you can keep driving. A lot of people don't realize that you can reboot a Tesla while driving. The infotainment center, if I said that correctly, is separate from the driving controls. So if something goes wrong with the screen and all that, then you still have control here, and you can still continue to drive. So that is kind of scary at first. You think, oh gosh, you know, but no, it's fine. So the joysticks on my Model Y are more, they're hard to push, and at my age, my thumbs don't work as well as they used to. So I like this. These are the right amount of force to push left to right on the joysticks. I do like that. Kind of noticing is when I get into the redneck towns, if you will, I get a lot more like no shakes on their head, right? Because they're the diesel guys. They're the guys who don't even know what this is. If you were to sit down with them and have a one-to-one conversation with them, I highly doubt they would know even half of the things this thing does. And so they're looking at it right away as, why would you buy a vehicle shaped like that? Well, you don't understand why it was designed that way. And if you start to learn why it's designed that way, then how can you hate a good design? And that's just my opinion, of course. But I think it's great, and I think it's tough looking, and I like the fact that Tesla was able to step out of their comfort zone and make something completely different that nobody else has done, right? Nobody else has done this, and nobody else really, in my opinion, would have the balls to do this. They're so worried about, oh, you know, we got to make everything look like the last generation, but just change it a little bit, right? And you never get any real change. This is real change. This is like nothing anybody's ever seen before. The technology behind this is fabulous. I love it. I love it. I really do. I'm very excited to be part of this. And shout out to my wife for pushing me over the edge to get a reservation for this truck during the live announcement. My reservation was just under 4,000, and I know there's over 2 million now. And I have another reservation I did an hour later approximately that is like 200 some thousand in line for reservation. So what a huge difference to get in on the ground running on this and to take the leap of faith with Tesla. Absolutely enjoying it. I think it's great. Let's see how this works here. We're slowing down. No brakes yet. No brakes. So this is adaptive cruise control. It's doing good. Okay, getting a little bit. All right. Was not bad. My Model Y's done worse. I don't think it's going to stop though, is it? Nope. Okay. It's not full self-driving yet. Much as I would love it to be. So now we got someone pulling over. Wonder if they just want to follow me or if they really need to pull over. Looks like they just wanted to follow me and see a Cybertruck for the first time. And that's just it. I mean, you've got people who are pulling over. I had people walking across the street that were just stopped and looked, you know, they're like just let me go by and watched. I had so many people come up at my brother's house and ask me about it, and they're clueless. It blows me away how many people don't know what the Cybertruck is. And so they're like, for someone like me who's been planning it, watching updates, things like that for over 4 years now, you know, nothing's really a huge shock to me. So people who have never even seen it, which I don't know how you couldn't have ever seen it. They probably saw something and just flipped like, oh, it's that ugly thing, right? But they didn't know what it does. They didn't know anything about it. She was like, well, I really like my big truck and I can't ride in trucks that are short to the ground. And I was like, well, this is just easy in and out mode. This makes it easier for you to get in and out. And then it lifts itself up. She's like, it lifts itself up. Like, she was just blown away, right? Like, so people they just don't understand. Like, and she's like, well, I just need my big diesel. And I'm like, well, I'm saving a lot of money per month. There's no maintenance. She's like, no maintenance. Well, practically, right? We're not doing oil changes, transmission fluid changes, DEF, fuel filters, oil filters, on, and differentials and all that stuff that you do all the time with a standard, you know, combustion vehicle. And so there's so much savings to be had there, and the fact that I can charge it 6 cents a kilowatt is phenomenal. So I absolutely love that. Okay, so that's how you turn it off. Okay, so you just click it once, or was it twice? I'll have to verify that. But you know, that's really where I'm at too. And then you talk about all of the technology that's in here, right? This steer-by-wire is incredible. At first it was very touchy for me, but now I'm used to it. I can drive it. It's comfortable. It's fun. Okay, one click on for adaptive cruise. Let's see if it sees this bicycle has any problems. It did hesitate slightly. I felt it. Okay, so turn it off. One button. Yes. Okay. It is slow to turn off, by the way. Look right here on the max how long I can click it. See, there's a delay there. Now, what happens if I double click it? Stays on. Interesting. Okay. So let's see what our watt hours are. So since the last charge, we're at 373. That is my lucky number. I've driven 59 miles. So it has 65 miles total on the truck right now. And we've used 22 kilowatt hours of the battery. So far, build quality, like, I know people said, oh, I don't think the build, well, this feels very nice to me. Everything in here feels very nice to me. They say the Cybertruck is ugly. No, the Cybertruck looks unique and tough and mean. In my opinion, it's strong. Feel that power. Man, that's nice. These diesel trucks aren't going to know what to think about that. And this is not the Cyber Beast, guys. This is just the normal all-wheel drive, and it's every bit of power that I need. So I'm not going to worry about any of that. It's kind of going the speed I want. So I might just hold this speed with him. You still do have the distance, so I can go from 7 to 1 on how far I want to, you know, how far I want to be from a vehicle in front of me. So I'm not in any hurry here, so we're still doing 69, and I usually do 70, 71 here, but that's okay. So that's the kind of truck that I came from, was a, you know, diesel big Chevy truck, and I'm telling you right now, I'm not missing it at all. Not at all. This is more comfortable. This has more torque, more power. Sure, I'm going to be limited on range, right? Range is going to be pretty much the only factor that I could see the difference between, oh, and my long bed. So a little bit longer bed from the long bed, but most guys don't have long beds, so this is going to be standard 6-foot bed. But locking tonneau cover, man. My truck, you had to do it with leather and wrap it, and there's no way you could stand on it. Oh, hell no. You could rip right through it, pocket knife, you know. This thing is metal, solid. Hundreds of pounds you can put on this tonneau cover, so it is as solid as a tank. I think that guy was hoping I was going to pass him. That guy just gave me a big nod in his semi there. So I'm getting ready to go onto a dirt road, 11.5 miles, so I'll be filming that on the dirt road and just sharing my experience. Now, that rattle back there is slightly annoying. I hope I can figure out where that's coming from. And for all of you out there, there's so many people who say, how could you deliver a truck without all of what you paid for? Well, being that I have background in software and understanding of how these things work, and that I did my research and found that they cannot use the same data from the Model Ys and Model 3s and S's and X's because the dynamics are so much different. So my point is that I would rather have a safe vehicle with full self-driving than wait longer for them to develop it, right? Because they need the data. They need us to drive the truck so they can gather the data, so they can make sure when they release version 12 or whatever it will be for the Cybertruck that it works and it's safe, right? I am completely understanding of the delay on the full self-driving. This does not bother me at all. Unlike Kyle and others I've heard talk on out of spec and things that really feel like it's an unfinished product. Well, I don't think they understand software. I don't think they get how much is going on behind the scenes. But I don't think they understand all that. I don't think that they think more like, well, Tesla should have waited before they released all that. No, I just disagree. I think I understand where they're coming from, and they need us. Because I come from a beta tester from the Model 3. And I remember all the changes we went through. And I remember all the data they needed to bring out the full self-driving software that we had at that time. So it just kind of computes with me. It makes sense to me why things are the way they are. But other people feel like they've been cheated, and I don't feel like I've been cheated at all. All right, we're going on the dirt road. Here's some rumbles here. Oh man, oh, so much nicer. You know, and that's another thing about my old truck, right? Like, you were always at a certain height, no matter what. You could not adjust that height. And with the variability of the height of this truck, I mean, you can get it lower when you want it softer. You know, this makes way more sense to me to lift the truck when you need it high, lower the truck for better aerodynamics and for more suspension travel, things like that. This is way better. Way better. It's like going from horse and buggy to the first combustion motor truck. It really is what it's like. It's a huge leap in technology. And I think a lot of these guys out here, especially where I live, you know, I'm going to see the reactions of people now that live in, because they're all farmers out here with their Dodges and blowing their black smoke, and, you know, they're country boys. Well, I'm a country boy too, and just because I want to save money and I embrace technology that will make my life better, my kidneys aren't getting broken right now, right? Like, what about your health? What about your kidneys, right? I mean, people don't really think so so much about that. They're more like about how cool they can be and whatever, right? I don't need to be super high up in the air and be cool. I need to be what makes sense, right? Where's the technology? What makes sense? How can I save money? And this thing is going to save me a lot of money. People complaining about the range of the Cybertruck. Now, I understand. You all thought we were going to get the 500 miles range, 700 miles, whatever. Okay, we ended up with 340, 330, 320, whatever it is, right? Okay, so when I researched it, because I wanted to know why did Tesla do this, they said that most of their customers do not need the range beyond 300 miles per day. And most customers might travel 60 to 90 miles per day. And so if you put a big battery pack in here like Chevy did, you know, Chevy's got to stand out somehow. So those boys that are all, ooh, I need my truck, I need it to look like a truck, I can't have something that looks like a triangle, I get it. So they love it, right? And Chevy's like, well, let's put the biggest battery we can in there because then we stand out. That's great. That's good for marketing. But is it good for you as a customer? Now, if you tow a lot, sure, makes sense. It's good for you as a customer. But if you don't tow a lot, you're actually lowering the efficiency of your vehicle by all that extra battery weight. You're also increasing the price of the truck. Now, that leads me down a little bit of a road. We won't go down too far, but you guys know that Chevy and Ford sell their trucks at a loss, right? How is that sustainable? It's not sustainable, right? So we have to think about long term here. Legacy automakers like Chevy and GM and Ford, they're selling at a loss because they're making money somewhere else and they want to get their foot in the door with their electric vehicles, so they bring the price down. I think they brought the Chevy down to like EV down to like 91,000 or something like that. So sure, it's gonna win the long range towing tests and all that. So back to what I was saying is like I think Tesla made a good decision in allowing a battery pack to be added to the trucks for people who do want to have that capacity, who are going to tow, and I will entertain it, but I think I'm going to wait until they drop a price, right? They're going to come out and maybe they'll get it down to like 9,000, something like that. Then I might be interested, but 16, I think it is now, is too high for me. And like I said, use case, I'm not going to use it. I might use it that 6 times a year, right? That 6 times a year that I take my camper out, go camping, I would need that extended range. But for me, I've got another truck. I've got an old Chevy that I can tow my camper with for those 6 times. And all the other time, I have the most efficient truck on the road. I'm using the least amount of power. The design of the truck is very efficient aerodynamics. The way that Tesla put this together, not only to make it an apocalyptic vehicle that can handle class 4 hail on the glass, to handling 9mm gunshots to the doors, and even if it's a bigger round, at least it's going to slow it down a lot more than any other vehicle, and you might survive it. You know, in the world we live in today, Elon's kind of forward thinking about shit, stuff might hit the fan, right? Stuff might really hit the fan, and this is the vehicle you want to be driving. Few different reasons, because I like things I said, like the hail and the metal on the doors and all that protecting you, but also, you know, the tonneau cover, having so much space, locking all your stuff in there, being very safe. Somebody can't just rip it with a knife, grab all your stuff and run. You've got the ability to charge and power your vehicle from the sun. Okay, what happens if all the gas stations close down? What if there's no power? You can't put diesel in your truck. You can't put gasoline in your car or your truck, but I can power this. Now, I have a generator at my house. I can run off propane for months. I have plenty of propane around to run this thing for months. So think about that. Then what if I put a trailer behind here with a couple 100-gallon propane tanks with a generator? I could travel across the country charging myself at night from a generator. What other vehicles can you do that with? Right? No other ones that are combustion ICE vehicles by any means, is what I'm trying to say. So that's what I'm saying is what a better vehicle to have. And all these people want to hate on it, but do you understand what this thing can do? I could put this in extract mode and go 4x4 in like no other, right? Like there's no pumpkin underneath there. There's no drivetrain underneath there. You are literally getting the 17.44 inches of ground clearance across the entire bottom of the truck. There's no other vehicles like that. I mean, okay, like there's a Hummer or whatever, like stuff, okay, but you get what I mean in general. So think about all that. It's incredible. And I love Tesla's vision. I love their service department. I love that the fact that the parts don't cost a lot. Now there was some talk about these pillars really blocking your view. Well, I can tell you, me being a diesel truck owner, I have better view in this truck than I did any other truck. I have a smaller blind spot, and the fact that it's more forward, it's in a better position for me to see. That's how I can explain it. So super cool. So I'm really enjoying this drive, other than a little creek I've got going on back here. Really enjoying this drive. I'm excited to be able to have the power outlets in the back. 240 outlet, a 9.5K, I believe, output on that, or it's 9 kilowatts. And then I've got the 120 outlets. Now, I would say it would have been nice if they would have put one in the front, but my brother made a good point, and he said, well, what's the point? There's really not a lot of room up here for you to charge things. Just throw it in the back. It's true. I can't wait to get the light bar. Being up here and driving at night, I'm actually excited to drive this at night and see how the headlights are, because the Model Y has phenomenal headlights. Very, very nice headlights. I'm very impressed by the Model Y. It's got the way better headlights than my 2022 GMC Duramax AT4 did out of the factory. I mean, not even close to what the Model Y has. I felt way safer in the Model Y. This thing's a fucking tank. I barely slept last night thinking about it. My son brought it to my attention. He's like, Dad, you're getting your Cybertruck tomorrow and you're not going to sleep. And I'm like, oh, yes, I will. And I probably would have until he said that, and then jinxed me, because then I just laid there thinking about what my son said. And then I was like, well, and then I was just thinking about, where am I going to put stuff, right? Like your new truck. Now, one thing I'd say did not come with the storage in the under the back seat, which I was hoping Tesla would do that for the Foundation Edition. But I'm excited to be part of the Foundation Edition, and I'm very excited to take ownership of this truck. And any of you out there who are waiting to take your truck, I'm going to tell you, it took me 3 weeks to get my delivery once I had my VIN number. So 3 weeks, and that was actually it was 3 weeks and a few days, because it landed on a Friday, and then I was able to pick up on a Monday. So it was only just that weekend. You should hear all the things I hear in my other vehicles. This is nothing. I'll get used to a few things, but we'll get them. We'll get it handled. Because from what I'm hearing online, most people really don't have any rattles. Man, this thing is so cool. That's all I can keep saying. For all of you haters out there, all I can say is you don't know what you're missing out on. And if you care about looks that much, man, you're really doing yourself a disfavor in life. Because looks is not everything, and we've all heard that before, but I have to really tell you that if you're really worried about the way this thing looks over what it does, I think you're really doing yourself a disfavor. So yeah, this thing, I'm gonna give it a little go. Jeez, dude. Wait, I'm scared to even push the pedal anywhere, dude. I'm not even halfway on that pedal. This thing is a freaking tank with nitrous in it. Oh, it's so cool. Oh, I'm so excited. And I'm on this dirt road. I tell you, my Model Y rattles like you wouldn't believe. Everywhere there's rattles. There's rattles in the dash. There's rattles in the back. There's rattles in the doors. There's a rattle right here. Oh, does this move up and down? Look at that. I don't think so. Oh, it does. Look at this. Nobody talked about that. What? No way. We're going to do the light show in it tonight. See what that looks like. Just excited, and I'm gonna have a lot of video. And you know, like I said, for all of you out there, like, is the Cybertruck cool or not, dude? I'm telling you right now, and I've owned a lot of vehicles. I mean, I'll be honest, I'm 48 this July, and I've owned one of the first Duramaxes way back in, what was that, a 2005? Don't quote me on that, I'm getting old. I think it was when they were having some problems with the aluminum heads. I had a Duramax crew cab dually long bed, the biggest truck you could buy. I had it chipped out with it had a damn Palm Pilot in it. The Palm Pilot. How many of you know what a Palm Pilot is? That's what operated the bank's power system in it. And I'd blow error codes on all the time. Truck would drop out of power because it would say fuel rail pressure issue, which means it just doesn't have enough fuel pressure, because it would jack it up so much that the pump that was from the factory, the fuel pump, could not keep up. I come from a lot of different trucks. My very first truck was a tiny little Datsun, a little white pickup. And I drove that thing to Michigan, and every time I put gas in it, I had to put a quart of oil in it. It got me to Michigan, barely. Got me back even more, barely. And got home, and I tell you, the next day the engine was gone. So it did its job. It drove me all the way to Michigan and back. And then the engine was gone. And of course the truck wasn't worth keeping. So, but I've driven them all. And I've driven cars. I've driven sports cars. And this is like, it's undescribable. It's its own thing. It's like a sports car, but a truck, a tank of a truck. Like, Elon, thank you. That's all I can say. Your team and you going out of the norm that people would do. Thank you. This was worth waiting 4.5 years for. Absolutely incredible. I love it. I'm gonna go home and plug it into my universal charger. I'm almost home. 528 miles, and I have not been babying it, guys. I'm just driving like normal. I could try babying it and seeing how much more I can get out of it, but 53%, left with 82. Driven 80 miles, 33 kilowatt hours, and at 420 watt hours per mile since it was charged at Tesla dealership this morning at 82%. It'll be interesting to see how these rocks do on the side of the truck. But like I said, guys, I'm not scared to scratch it. I'm not scared to dent it. And that's what's going to happen. And that's okay. That's okay. That's what I don't want to buy a truck that I have to baby and worry that you put a little scratch in it. Dang, like you're all upset. Nah, dude, this thing's a tank. Who cares? It's a little scratch here, a little dent there. No big deal. Well, we are here, and that was fun. My first ride home. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for coming along. See you on the next one.